Success begins the moment you choose to focus on yourself. In a world that's constantly pulling us in every direction, it's easy to lose sight of the one thing that truly matters. You. Right now, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Your goals, your success, your happiness. All of it starts with the simple, yet profound decision to focus on your own growth and potential. Here's the truth. Distractions are everywhere. Life moves fast, and it's easy to get caught up in the hustle, in other people's expectations, and in the noise. But at some point, you have to ask yourself, am I investing enough time and energy into becoming the person I want to be? Am I truly focused on the right things that will move me forward? In this video, we're going to break down exactly what it takes to shift your mindset and take control of your future. We'll explore the powerful reasons why putting yourself first isn't selfish, but essential to your success. I'll show you how to stop wasting time on things that hold you back, how to build daily habits that align with your goals, and how to overcome the self-doubt that often stands in the way of progress. This is not about short-term motivation. This is about lasting transformation. Imagine a year from now. What could your life look like if you started focusing on yourself today? What could happen if you committed to your own personal growth, day in and day out? In the next few minutes, we're going to unlock the steps that can completely change the trajectory of your life. So if you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect time and finally take control of your own success, you're in the right place. Stay with me because this journey begins now, and it's time to focus on you. Number 1. Nobody will change your life for you. Nobody is coming to save you. That's the hard truth. If you sit around waiting for someone to come and change your life, you're going to be waiting forever. No one is going to wake up one day and decide to make your life better. That's your job. That's your responsibility. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner your life will start to change. Most people go through life hoping things will get better. They hope their situation improves. They hope money starts coming in. They hope their relationships magically fix themselves. But hope alone isn't enough. Hope doesn't pay the bills. Hope doesn't build a strong mindset. Hope doesn't create success. Hope without action is just wishful thinking, and wishful thinking won't change your life. Right now, if you're struggling, if you're stuck, if you're not happy with where you are, you have to take a step back and ask yourself, what am I doing every day to change my situation? Because let me tell you something, your life is a result of your choices. Where you are right now, whether you like it or not, is the result of what you've done, or what you've failed to do. And if you're not where you want to be, that means something has to change. Nobody is going to come knock on your door and hand you a better life. Nobody is going to sit you down and do the work for you. Nobody is going to show up and suddenly make you rich, successful, or fulfilled. That's all on you. And that's a good thing, because it means you have control. It means you don't have to wait for permission. It means you don't have to rely on anyone else to make things happen. The power is in your hands. Some people spend years waiting for the right moment. They tell themselves, I'll start when I have more time. I'll start when I feel ready. I'll start when things calm down. But guess what? There is no perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything lines up just right. Life doesn't work that way. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who wait. They're the ones who take action. Even when things aren't perfect. Even when they're scared. Even when they don't have it all figured out. And here's another thing. You don't need permission to start. Too many people are waiting for someone to give them the green light. They want approval. They want support. They want validation. But the truth is, you don't need anyone to tell you it's okay to go after what you want. The only approval you need is your own. Look, I get it. Taking responsibility for your life is hard. It means you can't blame other people. You can't point fingers at your boss, your parents, your friends, or society. It means if things aren't going the way you want, you have to own that. And that's uncomfortable. But do you know what's even more uncomfortable? Staying stuck. Waking up every day, knowing you're not living up to your potential. Watching other people move forward while you stay in the same place. That's real pain. You don't want to be the person who looks back in 5, 10, 20 years and realizes they wasted their life waiting. You don't want to be the person who regrets not taking action. The only way forward is to take control. You have to wake up every morning and decide that today you're going to do something, no matter how small, to move in the right direction. Stop telling yourself that your circumstances are holding you back. There are people out there who started with nothing. No money, no support, no resources, and they still found a way. They didn't sit around complaining. They didn't wait for someone to save them. They figured it out. And if they can do it, so can you. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It won't be. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. But guess what? That's part of the process. Every successful person you admire has been through it. They faced obstacles. They had setbacks. They failed, but they didn't stop. And that's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. The ones who make it are the ones who refuse to quit. They understand that nobody is going to do it for them. So they show up every day and do the work. No excuses, no waiting, no blaming, just action. You have everything you need to start right now. You don't need more money. You don't need more time. You don't need more support. You need a decision to stop making excuses, a decision to take control, a decision to stop waiting and start doing. Because at the end of the day, nobody will change your life for you. That's your job. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll start seeing real results. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Get up and start moving. Your future is in your hands. It always has been. Now go make something happen. Number 2, stop wasting time on things that don't help you. Time is the most valuable thing you have. And yet so many people waste it every single day. The truth is, you can't afford to waste time on things that don't help you get closer to your goals. You don't have the luxury of just letting time slip away, hoping things will change on their own. It doesn't work like that. Time waits for no one. And if you keep wasting it, you'll look up one day and wonder where all those years went. So stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start focusing on what's going to move you forward. Take a good look at how you spend your time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and how you use those hours is everything. You can't control time, but you can control what you do with it. If you're not getting the results you want, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what am I doing with my time? Are you spending hours on social media, scrolling through endless posts and videos? Or are you investing that time in learning, growing, and taking action toward your dreams? Because there's a big difference. People waste time on things that don't serve them in the long run. Maybe you're spending hours on something that gives you instant gratification, but doesn't contribute to your bigger goals. Maybe you're hanging around people who drain your energy and leave you feeling stuck. Or maybe you're so caught up in worrying about what others think of you that you've lost sight of what really matters. All of this is wasting your time. Time that could be spent working on yourself, your business, your health, or whatever it is that truly matters to you. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of life. You see other people doing things, and you think you should be doing the same. But here's the thing. Everyone has their own path. What works for someone else might not work for you. And just because something looks good on the outside doesn't mean it's helping you grow. You have to be smart with your time. You have to be intentional. Stop wasting time on things that don't push you closer to your vision. Stop doing things that don't align with who you want to become. Look at your habits, your routines, and the people you surround yourself with. Are they adding value to your life? Are they helping you move forward? Or are they keeping you stuck in the same place, day after day, year after year? You can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. If you want something more, you have to start making better choices. It's all about priorities. What's truly important to you? What are you working for? Are your actions today in line with your goals for tomorrow? If not, it's time to change. It's time to stop wasting time on the things that are only taking you further away from your dreams. Start focusing on what matters most. Start putting your energy into the things that are going to help you grow, help you learn, and help you achieve what you've set out to do. If it's not pushing you forward, then it's holding you back. Here's the hard truth. There's always something that you could be doing with your time that's more valuable than what you're doing right now. I'm not saying you need to work 24/7 or be constantly on the grind. But what I am saying is that you need to be more conscious of how you're spending your time. Time is a non-renewable resource, and once it's gone, it's gone. The clock keeps ticking whether you're ready or not. So make sure you're making the most of every single moment. We all have distraction. We all have things that pull our attention away from what's truly important. The key is being aware of these distractions and choosing not to let them control you. It's not about eliminating all fun or relaxation from your life, but about finding balance. It's about making sure that the things you're doing every day are aligned with where you want to go, not just where you are right now. If you want to get ahead, you have to stop wasting time on things that don't help you. This means being mindful of the people you spend time with, the activities you engage in, and the thoughts you allow to take up space in your mind. If something or someone is holding you back, it's time to let it go. You don't have time to waste. And I don't care how old you are, how much experience you have, or where you're starting from. The moment you stop wasting time, the moment you start making every hour count, everything will begin to change. Think about it. How much time have you already wasted on things that don't matter? How many times have you told yourself you'd start tomorrow, next week, or next month? Time doesn't wait for anyone. And if you don't start taking action now, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place, wondering where all the time went. Now is the time to take control of your life. Now is the time to stop wasting time. Start thinking about where you want to be in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. The choices you make today will determine your future. Don't waste another minute on things that don't serve you. Invest in yourself. Invest in your dreams. The time is now. Number 3, put yourself first for once. There comes a time in everyone's life when you have to make a choice, and that choice is to put yourself first. For far too long, many of us spend our time prioritizing others, trying to please people, trying to meet the expectations of others. And in the process, we completely forget about ourselves. We put ourselves last on the list, thinking that it's the right thing to do, but in reality, it's the exact opposite. If you don't put yourself first, you're only going to burn out, and you'll never reach the heights you're capable of. It's time to stop sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of everyone else. The truth is, when you make other people's needs, demands, and expectations more important than your own, you end up losing yourself. You become a reflection of everyone else's desires, and in the process, your own dreams, your own goals, and your own passions get pushed aside. That's not the life you were meant to live. You were meant to live for yourself, to build a life that brings you fulfillment, peace, and happiness. But that can't happen if you keep putting yourself last. Putting yourself first isn't about being selfish. It's about recognizing that your well-being, your mental health, your dreams, and your growth are just as important as anyone else's. In fact, when you make yourself a priority, you actually become more capable of helping others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't focus on your own growth and well-being, you won't have anything left to give to the people who matter most in your life. Taking care of yourself is not just important, it's essential. We've all heard the saying, you can't help others if you don't help yourself first. But let's take a deeper look at this. When you take care of yourself, when you give yourself the time, the energy, and the resources to grow and improve, you become a better version of yourself. And that better version is exactly what the world needs. The people around you need your best self, not a tired, burned out, overwhelmed version of you. But in order to be that person, you have to start putting yourself first. This might mean saying no to things that drain you. This might mean stepping back from relationships that don't serve you or are too one-sided. It might mean setting boundaries and learning to protect your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. It might even mean being a little uncomfortable in the short term as you start to prioritize yourself. But here's the thing, that discomfort will pass, and what you'll be left with is a stronger, more focused, more fulfilled version of yourself. And that version will be able to do more for others than the version of you that's constantly running on empty. When you decide to put yourself first, you send a powerful message to the world and to yourself. You send a message that you are worthy of taking up space, that you are worthy of pursuing your dreams, and that you are worthy of taking care of your own needs. So many people walk through life feeling like they're not worthy, like their dreams don't matter, or like they should always be focused on everyone else. But that's not the life you deserve. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to go after your goals with everything you've got. You deserve to prioritize your health, your happiness, and your success. And when you start doing that, you'll be amazed at how everything else falls into place. But I know this is hard. I know it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you're being selfish or unkind when you take time for yourself. But let me tell you something. It's not selfish, it's necessary. You're not being unkind by putting yourself first. You're being kind to yourself. And when you're kind to yourself, you're in a better position to be kind to others. The more you take care of yourself, the more you can give to the people you care about. it's a win-win. There's a common misconception that we're supposed to be constantly giving to others, always putting their needs above our own. And while it's important to be there for the people we love, it's equally important to take care of ourselves. You can't be the best partner, parent, friend, or colleague if you're running on fumes. You can't be the best version of yourself if you're constantly neglecting your own needs. So it's time to stop feeling guilty about putting yourself first. It's time to stop making excuses for why you can't focus on your own growth and happiness. It's time to take responsibility for your own life, for your own well-being, and for your own success. Putting yourself first is also about setting clear goals and working toward them with everything you've got. When you prioritize your goals, your dreams, and your passions, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You start saying no to distractions, and yes to the things that will actually help you grow. You start making progress toward the life you've always dreamed of, and you start doing it on your terms. I'm not saying this will be easy. It will take courage. It will take strength. But the rewards are worth it. When you make yourself a priority, you begin to see changes in every area of your life. You'll feel more energized, more focused, and more confident. You'll start making better decisions. You'll start attracting the right people into your life. And most importantly, you'll start living a life that is truly yours. A life that you've built for yourself, by yourself, on your own terms. So here's the challenge. From this point forward, make the commitment to put yourself first. Set the intention to prioritize your health, your happiness, your goals, and your growth. Be unapologetic about it. And remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. When you put yourself first, everyone around you benefits. You are the foundation for your own success. And the more solid that foundation is, the stronger everything else will be. Start today. Put yourself first, because you deserve it. Number 4. Not everyone deserves your time. Time is the most precious resource you have. Yet it's the one thing people seem to waste the most. We all get caught up in trying to be everything for everyone. But the truth is, not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone who asks for it is going to use it wisely. And certainly not everyone who demands it deserves a place in your life. It's time to realize that your time, your energy, your focus, they are all limited, and you must be intentional about where and how you spend them. We live in a world where there's a constant pull on our time, whether it's work, family, friends, or the endless distractions from technology. Everyone wants a piece of you, and at some point, you have to ask yourself, is this person, this situation, this task truly worth my time? Time is something you can never get back. So why waste it on people or things that don't contribute to your growth, happiness, or success? The reality is, most of us are giving our time to people who have no interest in our well-being. People who take more than they give. People who are toxic to our lives. And it's draining us. It's leaving us exhausted, burnt out, and empty. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. When you understand the value of your time, you start to make different decisions. You start saying no to people who drain you, no to situations that hold you back, and yes to the things and people who truly add value to your life. You learn that not everyone deserves a piece of your attention, and not everyone deserves a seat at your table. It's harsh, but it's the truth. And once you start setting those boundaries, once you start saying no to the wrong people, and yes to the right ones, you'll notice how much more energy you have, how much more time you have for what truly matters. Think about it for a second. How many people do you interact with on a daily basis who don't have your best interests at heart? How many people take from you and never offer anything in return? These are the people who waste your time, your energy, and your emotional resources. They don't care about your growth. They don't care about your success. They're just looking for what they can get from you. And if you're not careful, they'll drain you dry. The more you give, the less you have for yourself. And soon you're left with nothing. That's why it's so important to recognize that not everyone deserves your time. It's not just about saying no to toxic people, though. It's about being selective with the people you invite into your life in the first place. Time is valuable, and you have to protect it. Just because someone is asking for your attention doesn't mean they deserve it. And just because someone is demanding your time doesn't mean they're worth it. The people you surround yourself with should be uplifting, inspiring, and encouraging. They should be people who add value to your life, not people who subtract from it. If someone isn't contributing to your growth, or supporting you in your journey? Why are you giving them your time? One of the biggest mistakes we make is thinking that we owe people our time. We think that we need to constantly be there for others, that we need to put everyone else's needs before our own. But this is a dangerous mindset. If you keep giving without receiving anything in return, eventually you'll have nothing left to give. And then where does that leave you? It leaves you empty, stuck, and unable to continue on your own path. It leaves you resentful, because you've been giving so much of yourself to people who don't appreciate it. But here's the thing. When you start putting yourself first, when you start being intentional about who and what gets your time, you begin to see a shift. You start focusing on what really matters. And you stop getting caught up in the distractions and the energy-draining people. So how do you know who deserves your time and who doesn't? It's simple, really. Pay attention to how people make you feel. Do they leave you feeling energized, motivated, and positive? Or do they leave you feeling drained, frustrated, and unappreciated? The people who deserve your time are the ones who support you, who encourage you to be your best self, who challenge you to grow, and who genuinely care about your success. These are the people who inspire you, who push you to be better, and who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. But what about the people who don't fall into that category? The ones who always take and never give. The ones who are negative, critical, and constantly drain your energy. It's time to stop giving them your time. It's time to stop entertaining the negativity, the drama, and the people who are holding you back. You don't owe them anything. In fact, you owe it to yourself to protect your time and your energy. And the best way to do that is to cut ties with those who don't deserve your time. It's not easy, I know. It's hard to walk away from people, especially if you've known them for a long time. But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is to walk away from the people who don't appreciate you, from the people who drain you, and from the people who don't have your best interests at heart. When you do this, you make room for the right people, the people who will build you up, support you, and help you become the best version of yourself. When you stop wasting your time on people who don't deserve it, you start to see how much more time you have for the things that really matter. You start to see how much more energy you have to focus on your goals, your dreams, and your personal growth. You start to realize that your time is too valuable to be spent on people who don't add value to your life. And once you come to that realization, you'll never go back. It's time to stop letting people take advantage of your time. It's time to stop wasting your energy on people who don't deserve it. And it's time to start investing your time in the people and the things that truly matter. When you do this, you'll find that you have more joy, more fulfillment, and more success in every area of your life. Your time is precious, and you deserve to spend it wisely. Number 5. Comfort is keeping you stuck. Comfort can feel so good, can't it? We all love that warm, cozy feeling when everything is predictable, stable, and easy. But here's something that might surprise you. Comfort is one of the biggest things keeping you stuck. It's that feeling of settling in, thinking everything's just fine, and believing that staying where you are is good enough. And yet it's this very comfort that's preventing you from reaching your potential and moving forward in life. When everything feels comfortable, when things are easy, there's a danger of slipping into a mindset of complacency. You start to feel like you've got it figured out, that you don't need to push any harder. But the truth is, nothing ever grows in the comfort zone. Nothing changes, and nothing new happens. It's the hardest truth to face, but if you want more out of life, you've got to step away from that comfort. It's easy to get comfortable with the way things are, to settle into a routine that doesn't challenge you, that doesn't make you stretch beyond what you already know. But this doesn't bring growth. It doesn't bring success. It doesn't bring excitement or fulfillment. It brings stagnation. Think about the times in your life when you felt stuck. Think about those moments where you were just spinning your wheels, feeling like you weren't getting anywhere, no matter how hard you tried. The reason you were stuck is because you were comfortable. You were comfortable with your job, your relationship, your routine, your lifestyle. Maybe you were comfortable in your own skin, even if that comfort meant staying the same, not challenging yourself to grow or get better. It's easy to fall into that trap. It feels safe. It feels secure. But you've got to ask yourself, do you want safety or do you want success? Do you want to be comfortable, or do you want to make a difference in your life? Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about doing something reckless or irresponsible. It's about pushing yourself, challenging yourself, and being willing to face discomfort for the sake of growth. It's about choosing the unknown over the familiar. And here's the thing, when you step outside that comfort zone, that's when you start to truly live. That's when you start to see changes. That's when you start to get results. The real breakthroughs don't happen when you're comfortable. They happen when you're forced to adapt, when you're forced to grow, and when you're forced to take action. Think about it. Every major success story, every person who has achieved great things, didn't get there by staying comfortable. They didn't get there by sitting back and waiting for things to happen. No, they got there by pushing themselves past the limits of what was comfortable, by getting uncomfortable, by taking risks. You've got to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to change your life? Are you willing to face the discomfort of stepping into the unknown? Are you willing to do things that scare you, that challenge you, that make you feel uncertain? Because that's where growth happens. When you're comfortable, you don't take the risks you need to take. You don't make the moves that could propel you forward. You don't go after what you truly want, because it requires you to face fear, face doubt, face uncertainty. But the moment you decide that you're ready for something more, that you're ready to take control of your future, that's when you leave comfort behind. And sure, it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. You might even doubt yourself. But let me tell you something. When you push through that discomfort, when you take those first few steps into the unknown, you'll be amazed at what happens. You'll be amazed at how capable you are. Comfort can trick you into thinking you're doing just fine, but it's keeping you small. It's keeping you from reaching your potential, from stepping into the life you truly want. But once you decide that you're willing to get uncomfortable, everything changes. You start to take action. You start to make decisions that will move you forward, and you start to see results. The key is to embrace the discomfort. Learn to love it, because that's where the magic happens. Comfort tells you that it's okay to settle. It tells you that you don't need to do anything more. It whispers in your ear that you've already done enough. But if you listen to that voice, you'll never grow. You'll never see the breakthroughs that are waiting for you. You'll never experience the life that you're truly capable of. The path to greatness isn't found in comfort. It's found in the discomfort of doing something new, something challenging, something that stretches you beyond what you thought you could do. When you get comfortable, you stop growing, you stop pushing, you stop improving. But when you embrace discomfort, when you choose to challenge yourself, that's when you start moving forward. That's when you start unlocking your potential. That's when you start seeing results. It's time to stop settling for what's easy and start striving for what's extraordinary. It's time to step out of the comfort zone and start creating the life you deserve. So ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to grow? What comfort are you willing to sacrifice for the life you want? Because if you keep choosing comfort, you'll stay exactly where you are. But if you start embracing discomfort, if you start taking those bold steps, you'll create a future that's beyond anything you've imagined. The choice is yours. Comfort or growth, stability or success. It's time to choose. Number 6, self-doubt is your real enemy. Self-doubt is one of the most powerful forces holding you back in life. It's like this invisible weight, this anchor that keeps you from moving forward, from stepping into your full potential. It whispers in your ear, tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not capable of achieving what you truly desire. And you listen to it, you believe it, you let it control you. But what if I told you that self-doubt isn't a reality? It's a lie. It's not the truth about who you are, and it's not the truth about what you can do. We've all experienced it. The feeling of not being enough, of questioning our abilities, of wondering if we're truly cut out for what we want to achieve. It's a normal part of life. But here's the problem. Too many people let self-doubt define them. They let it stop them from taking action, from going after their dreams, from pushing themselves past their comfort zones. They let it become their story. And that's where the real issue lies. When you let self-doubt control your narrative, you give it power over your future. You give it the ability to keep you stuck right where you are. Think about all the times you've hesitated, because of self-doubt. Think about the opportunities you've passed up because you were afraid you weren't ready, or you weren't qualified, or you weren't good enough. Those moments are often the ones that define your life. They're the moments where you either step up or you shrink back. And too many times, self-doubt convinces you to shrink back. But what if you could change that? What if instead of listening to that voice of doubt, you started listening to the voice of belief? The voice that says you can do this, that says you are enough, that says you have everything you need to succeed. Self-doubt is your enemy, not because it's true, but because it makes you believe things about yourself that aren't real. It convinces you that your past failures define your future potential. It tells you that you're not worthy of success, of happiness, of greatness. And that's the danger. It makes you believe in limitations that don't exist. The truth is, you're capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you think. You're smarter than you believe. You have the power to achieve your goals and dreams. But as long as you let self-doubt control you, you'll never see it. Here's the thing. Self-doubt is a normal part of the process. Every successful person has experienced it. Every person who has ever achieved something great has faced the same fear, the same uncertainty. But they didn't let it stop them. They didn't let it control them. Instead, they took action despite the doubt. They took the first step, even when they didn't have all the answers, even when they didn't feel fully prepared. They trusted themselves, trusted the process, and kept going. And that's what you need to do too. It's easy to think that you need to be perfect, that you need to have everything figured out before you can take action. But that's another lie that self-doubt tells you. The truth is, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together. All you need is the willingness to take that first step, to push through the discomfort, to move forward, even when you don't feel completely confident. Because confidence doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from taking action, from showing up every day, from proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are strong, and that you can handle whatever comes your way. Self-doubt thrives on inaction. It loves it when you sit on the sidelines, when you let fear and uncertainty paralyze you. But the moment you take action, the moment you push through the doubt, it loses its power over you. Every time you take a step forward, even if it's small, you build confidence, you build momentum. And the more you move forward, the less power self-doubt has over you. It's a simple truth. Action is the antidote to doubt. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. Here's another thing. Self-doubt feeds off comparison. It loves to make you think that you're not good enough because you're not like someone else. It loves to make you feel like you're falling behind, like everyone else has it together, and you don't. But that's another lie. Your journey is your own. You are not in competition with anyone else. Your path to success will look different from anyone else's, and that's okay. In fact, it's a good thing, because when you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own progress, you free yourself from the weight of self-doubt. You stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and start focusing on what you can do. Self-doubt is a thief. It steals your potential, your confidence, your dreams. It keeps you from taking risks, from making moves, from reaching for what you truly want. But the good news is that you have the power to take it back. You have the power to take control of your thoughts, to challenge the lies that self-doubt tells you, and to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. You have everything you need to succeed. All you have to do is believe it, take action, and refuse to let self-doubt stop you. The road to success isn't always easy, and it isn't always clear. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when you question whether you're on the right path, when you wonder if you're good enough. But in those moments, remember that self-doubt is not your truth. It's a lie that's trying to keep you stuck, trying to keep you from becoming the person you're meant to be. Don't let it win. Keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself, and keep taking action. Because the more you do, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving great things. And in the end, that's the only thing that matters. Believing in yourself, even when self-doubt tries to make you believe otherwise. Number 7. Your success won't come from luck. Success is not a matter of luck. It's not about being in the right place at the right time, or stumbling upon some hidden opportunity that changes everything. Success is earned, not given. And if you've been waiting for a stroke of luck to come your way, then it's time to wake up to the reality that it's not going to happen. What you need to understand is that your success will come from your actions, your decisions, and your willingness to put in the work day after day, even when it feels like nothing is happening. You've probably heard stories of people who seem to have gotten lucky, the ones who won the lottery, or got discovered by the right person at the right moment. But let me tell you, that's not the norm. That's not how success works for most people. And if you're hoping for luck to carry you to where you want to go, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Because luck is not something you can control. You can't rely on something as unpredictable as luck to create the life you want. The truth is, success is the result of deliberate, consistent effort. It's about showing up when it's hard, doing the work even when you don't feel like it, and pushing through the obstacles that will inevitably come your way. It's about taking ownership of your life and refusing to leave your future to chance. Success is a choice, and it's a choice you make every single day. You've probably heard people say things like, they were lucky to get that opportunity, or it just fell into their lap. But what you need to realize is that the people who seem to be lucky have often worked hard for years, sometimes even decades, to put themselves in a position where they can take advantage of those opportunities. They didn't sit around waiting for something to happen. They made it happen. They put in the time, the energy, and the effort to create the circumstances that allowed them to succeed. And that's what you need to do as well. No one is going to come along and hand you success. No one is going to knock on your door and offer you everything you've ever wanted. If you want success, you're going to have to work for it, and you're going to have to work hard. The path to success is not an easy one. It's not a straight line, and it's not always going to be smooth. There will be setbacks, there will be failures, and there will be times when you feel like giving up. But those are the moments when you have to dig deep, when you have to remind yourself that success isn't about luck. It's about persistence. It's about getting back up after you've been knocked down and continuing to move forward no matter how many times you stumble. And here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. There's no magic formula for success. There's no secret shortcut that will get you there faster. The people who achieve success are the ones who put in the work when others are giving up. They're the ones who push through the obstacles when everyone else is taking the easy way out. They're the ones who commit to their goals and stay focused, no matter how long it takes. And that's what you need to do too. Success is built on a foundation of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. It's about doing the things that other people aren't willing to do, and going after your goals with relentless determination. It's about getting up early when you'd rather stay in bed, working late when you'd rather relax, and staying focused even when distractions are everywhere. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from your willingness to put in the effort day in and day out. It comes from your ability to push through the tough times and keep going when it feels like the whole world is against you. It's easy to look at someone who's successful and think that they just got lucky. But what you don't see are the years of hard work they've put in, the sacrifices they've made, and the struggles they've endured to get where they are. You don't see the sleepless nights, the moments of self-doubt, and the countless hours they've spent honing their craft. All you see is the result. But behind every success story, there's a story of relentless effort, persistence, and an unwavering belief in the possibility of success. And that's what you need to realize. Success is not about luck. It's about taking control of your own life and your own future. It's about committing to your dreams and working tirelessly to make them a reality. It's about being willing to put in the hard work when others are waiting for things to happen, and continuing to move forward, even when it feels like nothing is working. Success is earned, not given. And if you're willing to put in the effort, to stay disciplined, and to never give up, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. So stop waiting for luck to come knocking at your door. Stop relying on the idea that someday, somehow, something will happen to change your life. Your success won't come from luck. It will come from your actions, your decisions, and your commitment to making your dreams a reality. You have the power to create your own success, And it starts with the decision to take action today. Don't wait for luck. Create your own opportunities. Build your own future. Success is in your hands, and it's up to you to make it happen. Number 8. Your daily habits are creating your future. Your daily habits are the silent architects of your future. They are the small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every day that add up over time to create the life you live. And while they may seem minor in the moment, it's these very habits that determine whether you succeed or fail, whether you're moving closer to your goals or drifting further away. Your habits play a crucial role in shaping your future. Think about it for a moment. What do you do on a daily basis? What are the things you prioritize every single day? These routines, whether they're good or bad, are building the life you'll be living tomorrow, next month, and even years from now. That morning cup of coffee may seem harmless, but if it's the first thing you do every day instead of starting with a healthy habit, it's sending a message to your mind that it's okay to skip over what truly matters. The hour you spend scrolling through social media each evening, instead of investing in learning or working towards your goals, is an hour that you'll never get back. Those habits are shaping the future you'll have, and whether that future is one of success or one of regret is up to you. The truth is, success is not a big event that happens overnight. It's a series of small steps, taken consistently, that lead to big results. It's the way you spend your mornings, the habits you build in the afternoon, and how you wind down in the evening. These daily actions are more powerful than you might think. When you take control of your daily habits, you take control of your life. And when you align those habits with your goals, you start to move towards the future you desire. Take a moment and think about the people you admire. What do they do differently than the average person? Do they wake up early to start their day with intention? Do they read, learn, and grow each day, even when they're tired? Do they invest time in themselves, their health, their relationships, and their personal growth? The truth is, they've mastered their habits, and that's why they've achieved the success they have. They didn't get lucky. They didn't stumble into their success. They created it by making smart decisions day after day. Their success didn't come from one big move. It came from the accumulation of all their small, focused actions. It's easy to think that success will happen when the big opportunities come along. We think that one lucky break or one big decision will change everything. But the reality is, it's the small, consistent actions you take every single day that lead to lasting success. Your habits are your foundation. The way you treat your body, the way you approach your work, the way you treat other people, all of these things contribute to the future you're building. And here's the kicker. If you don't like where you're headed, if you're not happy with the results you're getting, it's time to look at your habits. You cannot expect to create a successful future by doing the same things you've always done. If you want a different outcome, you need to change your daily routines. Start with small shifts. Focus on improving one habit at a time. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to take control of your daily habits and work towards your goals with purpose. You can start with your morning. Instead of hitting snooze and rushing out of bed, take time to wake up with intention. Use that extra 10 minutes to plan your day, reflect on your goals, or engage in something positive that sets you up for success. Make it a habit to prioritize your health, your mind, and your growth every morning. Then move on to your work habits. Focus on consistency, time management, and staying committed to your tasks. Instead of getting distracted by social media, work with purpose and stay focused on the tasks that will move you forward. End your day with a routine that allows you to relax, reflect, and recharge for the next day. These small habits will compound over time and turn into massive results. The power of your daily habits is undeniable. If you're not seeing the success you want, it's likely that your habits are holding you back. Your success is not about one big moment. It's about the choices you make every day. Each small habit you develop and nurture can either bring you closer to the life you want or keep you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. Don't let your habits control you. You control your habits. Start today by making small changes to the way you live your daily life. Focus on building positive habits, eliminating the ones that aren't serving you, and taking action every single day to move closer to the person you want to become. Remember, your future is being created right now, in the present. It's not something that happens down the line. It's happening with every action you take today. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, action over procrastination, focus over laziness, you are building the future you deserve. The choices you make today will create the life you'll have tomorrow. So start making those choices count. Your daily habits are the key to unlocking the success you've been waiting for. If you want a better tomorrow, it starts with what you do today. Take control of your habits, and you'll take control of your future. Number 9, believe in yourself, even when no one else does. There will be times when you're standing all alone, no one around you to cheer you on, and it feels like the world has turned its back. The doubts and the fears will be louder than any encouraging voice you hear. It's in these moments that belief in yourself is the most important. People won't always believe in you. They won't always see what you're capable of, and they certainly won't always understand your journey. But that can't stop you from believing in yourself. It can't stop you from pushing forward, even when it feels like you're the only one who has faith in the process. When you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter if others don't see your vision or understand why you're doing what you're doing. You can't let their doubts become your doubts. Too many people give up on their dreams because others tell them it's not possible. They get discouraged because the people around them are too quick to point out the risks, the obstacles, and the challenges. But here's the truth. If you let other people's opinions dictate your actions, you'll never go anywhere. Your future is in your hands, not theirs. The road you're walking is yours and yours alone, and it's up to you to keep believing in yourself, even when no one else does. Think about the most successful people in the world. They didn't get to where they are because they were always surrounded by people who believed in them. In fact, many of them faced criticism, rejection, and doubt from those closest to them. But they had something stronger than the voices of doubt. They had self-belief. They kept moving forward, even when everyone else said it couldn't be done. They knew deep down that they were capable of achieving something greater than what others could see. And that belief was the fuel they needed to keep going, even when the world seemed to be telling them to stop. When you believe in yourself, you're not waiting for anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to validate your worth or your dreams. You become the driving force behind your success. And while others might doubt you or even try to discourage you, their opinions are irrelevant. Their lack of belief in you doesn't diminish your potential. It doesn't diminish your ability to achieve. You are capable of more than you could ever imagine. And when you decide to believe in yourself, you unlock that power. But here's the reality check. Belief in yourself doesn't mean it's always going to be easy. There will be moments when the doubt is heavy, when the road is tough, and when it feels like you're not making any progress at all. It's in those times that you have to dig deeper. You have to find that unwavering belief inside of you, that inner confidence that tells you, I can do this. I am capable. I will keep going. Those moments when you feel like giving up are the moments that define your journey. They are the moments that separate the successful from the unsuccessful. The people who keep going when no one else believes in them are the ones who eventually make it. The ones who quit, the ones who let the doubts of others shape their future, are the ones who will always wonder what might have been. Believing in yourself isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about recognizing your own worth, your own potential, and your own abilities. It's about refusing to let the negativity and doubt of others dictate your path. You are just as capable, just as worthy, and just as deserving of success as anyone else. And the only person who can stop you from achieving your goals is you. So don't wait for others to believe in you. Don't wait for the world to give you a reason to keep going. Start with yourself. Be your own biggest supporter, your own biggest fan, and watch how things start to shift. When you believe in yourself, you radiate confidence, and that confidence attracts the people who will support you along the way. One of the most powerful things you can do is to believe in yourself when everything else seems uncertain. When you trust in your abilities, even when the path ahead is unclear, that's when the magic happens. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or waiting for others to give you their blessing. It's about taking that first step, even when you don't have all the answers. It's about having the courage to believe in yourself, to move forward with confidence, and to take ownership of your own success. And let's face it, there will be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, and when the road ahead seems impossible. But this is where belief in yourself matters the most. It's in those moments when things are hard that you have to remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. You've made it through tough times before, and you'll make it through again. And as long as you keep believing in yourself, you'll continue to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of achieving what you set out to do. Remember, your journey is yours. The doubts, the criticism, and the negativity from others are theirs to carry, not yours. You don't need anyone else to believe in your dreams in order for them to come true. All you need is belief in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you're unstoppable. You're the one who decides how far you can go, and no one else's opinion has the power to change that. So trust yourself, keep moving forward, believe in your abilities, and when the world doubts you, know that it's okay. You've got yourself, and that's all you need to keep pushing towards your dreams. Keep believing in yourself, because when you do, anything is possible. Number 10. 1 year of focus can change your whole life. It's amazing how much can change in a single year when you commit to focusing on the right things. We often underestimate the power of a year. We get caught up in the idea that big transformations take decades or a lifetime to achieve. But that's simply not true. In just 1 year, with consistent focus, you can completely reshape your future. But the key is in the focus. You need to direct all your energy toward the right goals, the ones that truly matter. And you need to keep that focus every single day, no matter what distractions come your way. Think about it. 1 year can seem like a long time, but when you break it down, it's really only 365 days. That's not a lifetime. It's a manageable chunk of time that you can tackle one day at a time. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they use that time. Some people waste it, letting distractions pull them in every direction. They look back a year later and wonder why nothing has changed. Others, however, use that time wisely. They prioritize, they stay disciplined, and they put in the effort day after day. They look back at the end of the year and see incredible progress, maybe even a complete transformation. The first step is deciding where you want to be in a year. You need a clear vision, a goal that excites you, a goal that pushes you to become a better version of yourself. Whether it's financial freedom, a healthier body, a better career, or stronger relationships, decide where you want to be and commit to it. Without a clear direction, you'll end up wandering, wasting time on things that don't bring you closer to your goal. It's important to know exactly what you're working towards. When you have that vision, everything becomes clearer, and your focus sharpens. Now it's time to break that vision down into actionable steps. One of the biggest mistakes people make is setting big goals without breaking them down into smaller, achievable tasks. A goal like "I want to be in the best shape of my life" is too vague. But "I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 6 months," or "I want to exercise 3 times a week," is something you can start working on today. By breaking down your goal into small, manageable tasks, you create a clear roadmap that will guide you through the year. You also have to commit to consistency. This is where most people fail. They start strong with enthusiasm, but then life happens. Distractions, setbacks, and even simple laziness can derail progress. It's easy to lose focus, but if you stay consistent, if you keep taking action even when it's tough, you will start to see the results. Remember, the compound effect is real. Small, consistent actions add up over time. A little bit of progress each day is far more effective than doing a lot one day and nothing the next. Discipline is what will carry you through the tough days. There will be days when you're tired, when you feel like quitting, or when you're not seeing results as quickly as you'd like. But this is where the magic happens. This is when you build character and resilience. You don't see the full impact of your efforts right away. You have to trust that each small step is taking you closer to your goal. And after a year of consistent focus, you will be amazed at how far you've come. It's not about making huge changes overnight. It's about sticking with it, staying focused on what's important, and making sure that every day counts. Every decision you make, every action you take, should be aligned with your goal. It doesn't matter if the world is telling you to take a break, or if other people are distracted by things that won't help them in the long run. You know where you're going, and you're not letting anything stop you. And along the way, you'll start to see the small wins. Maybe it's waking up early to work on your goals, feeling more energized, or seeing improvements in your health or finances. Those wins are important, and they build momentum. When you start seeing progress, it fuels your motivation and keeps you going. The more you focus on the goal, the more your life starts to shift in the direction you want it to go. But here's the truth. It's easy to get caught up in the distractions. It's easy to let the noise of the world pull you in different directions. But if you want to change your life, you need to block out the distractions. Turn off the things that don't matter. Cut out the time wasters. Focus on what truly brings value to your life. And don't waste time on things that don't move you forward. Every moment you spend on something that doesn't contribute to your goal is a moment you'll never get back. Make each day count. As you go through the year, there will be moments when you feel like giving up. It's going to get tough, but that's when your focus and discipline will carry you through. Remember, success is built on perseverance, and it's about sticking with it even when the results aren't immediate. You're in this for the long haul, and each step you take is a step toward the life you want to create. The journey will be challenging at times, but when you look back at the end of the year, you'll be amazed by how much you've grown and how far you've come. In 1 year, you can completely change the trajectory of your life. A year is all it takes. A year of focus, a year of discipline, and a year of making the right decisions every single day. You don't need to wait for the perfect time or the perfect conditions. You just need to start today. And when you stay focused and commit to your goal, you'll see that the life you've always wanted is within reach. It's waiting for you. All you need to do is take that first step, stay consistent, and keep pushing forward. 1 year from now, you'll look back and realize that the change you wanted was never as far away as you thought. It was just a year of focus away. Your life is your responsibility. No one else will take care of your dreams but you. As we wrap up, remember this: the most important step you can take today is the one that leads you to focus on your own growth. All the distractions, the doubts, the noise around you, it's time to block them out and invest in what matters most. When you commit to your own success, everything else starts to fall into place. The future you want isn't going to come by waiting for the perfect moment. It's going to come from the choices you make, the actions you take, and the habits you build every single day. So start today. Start now. Take control. Put yourself first. And remember that your future is in your hands. Don't wait for someone else to push you. You've got everything you need, right inside of you. Keep moving forward. Keep focusing on what matters. And never stop believing in the power of your own potential. Your best self is waiting. It's time to focus on you. Now go out there and make it happen.